Hey, welcome. Oh, sorry. Welcome back to the channel. I just got back from a ride. You ever notice that weathermen are never correct? 40% chance of rain, maximum 0.1 millimeter, and I'm drenched because we just had a storm come through. Anyways, it made me think of a topic about how my riding has actually changed over the years. So yeah, obviously over the years, you do get better. This is my third season riding. Obviously, more confident, better skilled, still learning, but, getting a lot better. Key example is the rain. I would have been riding home at about 40 kilometers an hour, but I was able to do right around the speed limit, let's just say. I'm still cautious, still slow down a little bit, but for the most part, I'm okay in the rain now. Would have worn a jacket if I knew 100% it was going to rain, but that wasn't the main thing that I think has actually changed for my riding style. So when I first started riding, one of the big things that shocked me was the wind. Getting on the motorcycle, the first time I took it over 50 kilometers an hour, which is 30 miles an hour, it shocked me. I thought I was just a sail and I was going to go flying off the bike. I was not prepared for that. So luckily with the Sport Glide, that fairing went on right away. I think that was even with the fairing. But anyways, the fairing was on and it stayed on. It never once came off. Always had to have that wind protection because it was just crazy to me. The other thing is with the helmet. Anytime I got up to about 60 kilometers an hour, I had to close my helmet. I always have full face mask helmets. Always wear them. It always had to be down. As soon as I got to the 50, 60 kilometers an hour, down. Now I know with older riders, they start, they like the fairing, they like, the less wind on it, the fatigue of it, they like having it less. I'm actually going the opposite way for some reason because one of the things I can't get over with the Ultra is the amount of wind protection. Anytime I ride that bike, I'm so hot on it. I know the engine runs hotter than the Milwaukee 8, but it is so hot in there. I almost get zero breeze. It could be, 15 to 20 degrees Celsius, and I don't want to wear a jacket, which I always wear a jacket. My wife is terrified of falling in and everything, so I always wear a jacket, except for today. Don't tell her. But at 15 to 20 degrees, I don't want a jacket on. It's so hot. It doesn't matter if we're cruising at 100 kilometers an hour. It's just so hot. I like not having the wind protection now. Hence why I was out on the Sport Glide without the fairing on. I don't recall the last time I actually had the fairing on the Sport Glide. I just prefer it. I even got a modular helmet. That thing almost stays up almost all the time now. I was one of those guys where it was like, I don't know how people ride without helmets. It wasn't even that I didn't know how people rode with no helmets. I couldn't understand how people would ride with those little skid lids or whatever they call them. Because again, as soon as I got up to 50, 60 kilometers an hour, my sunglasses would be vibrating, my vision would start blurring. I couldn't see, so I always had to have the visor down. Now, like I said, I rarely put my visor down on, even with no protection, doing 100 kilometers an hour on the Sport Glide. I usually have that thing up. The only time I actually put the visor down, not even the visor, the whole modular piece. The only time I actually put it down is if it is really windy and the wind keeps catching it and it's, wears out your neck. So I'll put it down because of that, but it's not because of the wind on my face. So that is a huge thing that's changed for me for riding. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's just I'm more comfortable. I feel safer. I don't know exactly what it is, but I do like the wind on me more than being protected with, I know when we go on a long trip, I'll appreciate the wind protection. I would have really enjoyed the wind protection today, especially even the lowers, because my pants are soaked. But right now I prefer riding with no wind protection. I mean, maybe that will change again. I'm sure it will. But yeah, for me, that's the biggest change in my riding style, is the fact that I don't want wind protection anymore. I want to stay cool, and two, I just like the breeze, I guess. But anyways, what are the different things that you have changed in your riding styles over the years? It's only been 3 years for me, like I said, so I'm sure I'm going to be changing a lot more down the road. But anyways, until next time, later.